I told you last night how CNN chairman Jeff Zucker peddles his network's airtime to repressive regimes around the world. They use the CNN brand to brainwash and control their populations. Despite what Zucker may claim, that does not qualify as news coverage. It's certainly not journalism. It's state-controlled propaganda, and Jeff Zucker is getting rich from it. In Turkey, for example, the Turkish government uses CNN to spread Islamist and anti-American disinformation throughout that highly volatile region. Jeff Zucker knows this is happening. Zucker's business partner in the Turkish deal is a man who has described the Turkish dictator as, quote, his boss. The Turkish regime gets a lot for the money it pays. 5 years ago, the Turkish secret police attacked a demonstration of environmental activists in downtown Istanbul. Thousands were brutalized, several were killed. The Turkish government wanted the entire story suppressed, and Jeff Zucker's network happily complied. CNN Turk aired a documentary on penguins instead. Human rights activists around the world begged CNN to stop acting as a paid shill for the Erdogan regime. CNN refused. The deal was too lucrative. And so the distortion continued. Much of CNN's so-called news coverage in Turkey could have been written by Erdogan himself. CNN Turk described one pro-American Kurdish group as, quote, terrorists. That's Erdogan's position. CNN Turk suggested then, with no evidence at all, that the CIA was involved in a recent coup attempt in Turkey. That's Erdogan's claim also, and so on. CNN Turk is Erdogan's mouthpiece. It's state media. In the United States, Zucker is treated as the head of a reliably liberal third-place cable channel. But he's a lot more than that. Jeff Zucker serves as a propagandist for the Islamist government of Turkey. Yet, unlike others who shill for foreign dictatorships, Zucker has never registered with the U.S. government. Remember that Paul Manafort got in deep trouble for not registering. And by the way, CNN has gone after General Flynn for his ties to Turkey. Oh, the irony. Meanwhile, in this country, CNN's propaganda efforts continue unabated in airport departure lounges. About 60 airports in the U.S. bombard powerless travelers with CNN, and only CNN. There are no options. CNN has an involuntary monopoly. You may have noticed there's no way to turn it off. How'd that happen? Well, it turns out CNN pays airports for the captive audience. That might have made sense decades ago when CNN was a legitimate news source, but that was a long time ago. Thankfully, this may be changing. Travelers are beginning to complain about CNN in airports. Airports are beginning to respond to that. Freedom may soon be coming to a gate near you. Not a minute too soon. By the way, we've reached out to CNN for comment on all of this, and once again, they've declined. That's been it for us tonight. Tune in every night at 8 p.m. to the show that is the sworn enemy of lying, pomposity, smugness, and groupthink. The show that is for choice in airport departure lounges. Thanks for a great week. Have a great weekend. Good night from Washington. Hannity's next.